More on Venezuela. We're joined by Russ Dallen, President of the Venezuela Daily Journal, joining us live from Fort Lauderdale. And sir, welcome to the show. Let me first by getting your reaction of what's happening right now, in particular to the economy and specifically for the oil industry and how the reaction has been, which, by the way, has been relatively muted thus far.
There has been, usually when there is a major leader of a major oil exporting country that dies, usually the price of oil goes up because of the uncertainty caused by that. In this case, the price of oil today went down, and that's a reflection both of the anemic output for Venezuela, which has the largest oil reserves in the world, as you said, Yin, Philip, but also because it's lost its relevance and hasn't been able to increase that output. As a matter of fact, under Chavez.
Russ, I want to follow up. You say it's lost that relevance, and that begs the bigger question, the elephant in the room I guess everyone is asking is, can the Venezuela oil industry be relevant again, and if so, when?
Yes, is the short answer to your question, Philip. But it takes investment, and the policies that Chavez has followed of expropriation, of major oil companies there, of nationalizing assets, has scared away a lot of the oil majors from investing in the country. He also, in 2002 and 2003, fired the majority of the PDVSA workers, the Petroleos de Venezuela employees, because they went on strike against him, and hired people based on loyalty who sadly were, while loyal to the Chavez and the regime, were not the most competent people in the field of oil industry, and as a matter of fact,
Russ,
many of them knew nothing.
I also want to ask you, you talk about the obvious answer, which is yes, it can be relevant again, but there must be significant changes. Perhaps you could help us name off a couple of major changes that you think are in order over the next year or so.
Well, they're going to have more investment, the bottom line, in the oil fields. I mean, they have the largest oil reserves in the world. They have more than Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia produces 11 million barrels a day. Venezuela, with more reserves than Saudi Arabia, hasn't been able to produce more than 3 million barrels a day. As a matter of fact, they were producing over 3 million when Chavez came into power. They're now producing between 2.4 and 2.7 million barrels a day. So they've actually gone down instead of going up. That shows a level of incompetence and lack of investment in the infrastructure of the country.
All right, Russ, we will be watching this along with you very closely in developments over the next days, weeks, and months. Thank you very much for your time.